Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into generating Swagger, openapi, specifications, covering various approaches with code examples in different languages, primarily Python and JavaScript. We'll explore automatic generation from code annotations, manual specification creation, and tools that bridge the gap. Understanding Swagger/openapi. What is Swagger/openapi? Swagger, now known as openapi, is a standard specification for documenting RESTful APIs. It provides a structured and machine-readable format, YAML or JSON, to describe an API's endpoints, request/response formats, authentication methods, and other critical details. The Swagger/openapi specification enables tools like Swagger UI, interactive API documentation, Swagger Editor, for writing specifications, and Swagger codegen, for generating client SDKs and server stubs. Why use Swagger/openapi? Documentation creates interactive and up-to-date API documentation automatically or semi-automatically. Discovery makes it easier for developers to understand and explore the capabilities of an API. Contract defines a clear contract between API provider and consumers. Code generation allows automatic generation of client-side SDKs, in various languages, and server stubs, speeding up development. Testing facilitates automated testing of APIs based on the specification. Collaboration improves communication and collaboration among developers working on the API. Approaches to generating Swagger/openapi specifications. We can generate Swagger specifications in two primary ways. 1. Annotation-based code. First, you add annotations or decorators directly into your code, example in Python using Flask or Fast API, or in JavaScript using Express. Tools then read these annotations and generate the Swagger specification file automatically. This is generally the preferred approach when you control the API's code. 2. Specification first. Design first. You write the Swagger/openapi specification file, YAML or JSON, manually or using a tool like Swagger Editor before you write any code. You then use this specification to generate server stubs or client SDKs. This approach is beneficial for API design workshops and ensuring the API meets requirements before implementation. 1. Annotation-based generation, code first. Let's explore code first generation with popular frameworks. A. Python with Flask and Flasker. Flask is a lightweight web framework, and Flasker simplifies Swagger generation. Explanation 1. Installation pip install Flasker. 2. Import import Flask and Swagger. 3. Initialize Swagger equals Swagger app, initializes the Swagger extension with your Flask app. 4. Docstrings as specifications the docstrings within your root functions are used to define the Swagger specification. Use triple quotes, docstring. 5. Swagger directives Flasker uses special directives within the docstrings. *** separates the Swagger specific part from the rest of the docstring. *responses defines the possible HTTP responses. *parameters describes the expected request parameters, example form data, query, path, body. Definitions, not in this example but crucial for complex objects, defines reusable data structures/schemas. See below for more details. 6. Running *run your Flask app. Flasker automatically creates a Swagger UI endpoint, usually at /api docs, where you can view your API documentation interactively. Important asterisk. The Flasker syntax for specifying parameters and responses can seem verbose. You can use YAML formatting for better readability within the doc strings. B. Python with FastAPI. FastAPI is a modern, high-performance web framework for building APIs with Python. It integrates Swagger/OpenAPI generation natively. Explanation asterisk. 1. Installation asterisk pip install FastAPI Unicorn. 2. Import asterisk import FastAPI and any necessary components from FastAPI and the standard library. 3. Type hints asterisk FastAPI uses Python type hints, example item _id, int, q, optional str, to automatically infer data types and validation rules for your API parameters. 4. Query asterisk use query to define query parameters. You can provide a default value, a title, and a description. 5. Running asterisk run your FastAPI app using Unicorn main app reload. FastAPI automatically generates the Swagger UI at /docs and the redoc documentation at /redoc. You don't need to install any extra packages for this to work. C. JavaScript with Express.js and Swagger UI Express and Swagger JS. Explanation asterisk. 1. Installation asterisk npm install Express Swagger UI Express Swagger JS. 2. Import asterisk import the necessary modules. 3. Swagger JS options asterisk configure Swagger JS to define the base API information, title, version, description, and, most importantly, the APIS property. The APIS property is an array of file paths to your JavaScript files where you'll be using js.comments to define the API endpoints. 4. js.comments asterisk use js style comments with @swagger tags to define your API endpoints. Asterisk @swagger indicates a Swagger/OpenAPI definition. Asterisk /hello specifies the path for the endpoint. Asterisk get defines the HTTP method, get, post, etc. Asterisk summary, a short description of the endpoint. Asterisk responses defines the possible HTTP responses. Asterisk parameters describes the request parameters. Asterisk schema defines the data type of parameters and response bodies. 5. Swagger UI.serve and Swagger UI.setup asterisk mount the Swagger UI middleware at /API docs. Swagger UI.setup, Swagger spec, configures the Swagger UI with the generated Swagger specification. Key considerations for annotation-based generation asterisk. Asterisk clarity asterisk make sure your doc strings or annotations are clear, concise, and accurately reflect the API's behavior. Asterisk maintenance asterisk keep the annotations synchronized with your code. Outdated annotations can lead to inaccurate documentation. Asterisk complexity asterisk for very complex APIs, consider using a dedicated Swagger/OpenAPI editor to manage the specification and then import it into your code. 2. Specification first generation, design first. In this approach, you start by creating the Swagger/OpenAPI specification file, YAML or JSON. A. Using Swagger editor. 1. Access Swagger editor asterisk go to https://editor.swagger.io/ https://editor.swagger.io. 2. Write the specification asterisk start writing your API specification in YAML or JSON format. The editor provides real-time validation and auto-completion. Example, YAML. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk openapi asterisk specifies the OpenAPI version, example 3.0.0. Asterisk info asterisk contains metadata about the API, title, version, Description. Asterisk paths asterisk defines the API endpoints. Each path is a key, example /pets. Asterisk get, post, put, delete asterisk HTTP methods for each path. Asterisk summary asterisk a short description of the endpoint. Asterisk request body asterisk defines the request body schema, for post, put, patch. Asterisk responses asterisk defines the possible HTTP responses, including status codes, example 200, 201, 400, 500, and response schemas. Asterisk components asterisk defines reusable components like schemas, data structures, parameters, and security schemes. Schemas is used to define the structure of your data. Asterisk $ref asterisk used to reference reusable components defined in the components section. B. Code generation from specification. Once you have your Swagger/openapi specification, YAML or JSON, you can use tools like Swagger codegen or openapi generator to generate server stubs or client SDKs in various languages. Using openapi generator, recommended. openapi generator is a community-driven fork of Swagger codegen. It's more actively maintained and supports more languages and features. 1 installation asterisk. Asterisk Docker, recommended Docker pull openapi tools /openapi generator CLIV 7.3.0. Asterisk standalone asterisk download the jar file from https://openapigenerator.txt/ https://openapi-generator.txt and add it to your path. 2 generation asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk I openapi.yaml specifies the input Swagger/openapi specification file. Asterisk G Python Flask specifies the generator to use, the language/framework for code generation. Common generators include asterisk Python Flask server stubs. Asterisk Spring, Java Spring server stubs. Asterisk Node.js server, Node.js Express server stubs. Asterisk TypeScript Axios, TypeScript client SDK. Asterisk Go server or client. Asterisk O generated server, specifies the output directory for the generated code. Important asterisk the generated code provides a starting point. You'll typically need to implement the actual business logic within the generated handlers. Best practices for Swagger/openapi generation. Asterisk choose the right approach asterisk annotation-based generation is usually preferred if you have control over the API's code. Specification first is useful for API design and situations where you need to generate code in multiple languages. Asterisk use version control asterisk keep your Swagger/openapi specification file under version control, example Git, along with your API code. Asterisk automate generation asterisk integrate Swagger/openapi generation into your build process so that the documentation is always up to date. Use CI/CD pipelines. Asterisk validation asterisk validate your Swagger/openapi specification file to ensure it's valid according to the openapi specification. Swagger Editor does this in real time. You can also use command line tools for validation. Asterisk reusable components asterisk use the components section of your specification to define reusable schemas, parameters, and security schemes. This promotes consistency and reduces duplication. Asterisk security definitions asterisk clearly define the security schemes, example API keys, OAuth 2.0, JWT, that your API uses. Asterisk examples asterisk provide example request bodies and response bodies to help developers understand how to use your API. Asterisk descriptive documentation. Asterisk write clear and concise descriptions for your API endpoints, parameters, and response bodies. Asterisk error handling. Asterisk document the possible error responses for each endpoint. Asterisk consistent naming. Asterisk use consistent naming conventions throughout your API and specification. Asterisk semantic versioning. Asterisk use semantic versioning for your API and document any breaking changes. Asterisk consider API gateways. Asterisk API gateways, like Kong, TYK, or AWS API Gateway, can integrate with Swagger/openapi to provide features like authentication, rate limiting, and request transformation. Example of defining a reusable schema in YAML, components/schemas. Example of defining a security scheme, API key, in YAML, components/security schemes. Conclusion. Generating Swagger/openapi specifications is crucial for creating well-documented, discoverable, and maintainable APIs. Choose the approach, annotation-based or specification first, that best suits your workflow and API's complexity. Leverage tools like Swagger Editor, OpenAPI Generator, and the Swagger UI to streamline the process and improve collaboration. Remember to keep your specifications up to date and consistent with your API's behavior. By following best practices, you can ensure that your APIs are easy to understand, use, and integrate.